Imagine waking up in a world without cars. No highways stretching across countries. No traffic lights. No engines. No road trips. No taxis. No delivery trucks. No Formula E. And no Mercedes-Benz. It may sound impossible today, but for thousands of years, this was reality. Every journey depended on horses. Every family traveled by carriage. Every merchant transported goods using wagons pulled by animals. If you wanted to visit another city, the journey could take days, sometimes even weeks. Travel was slow, dangerous, and exhausting. Cities echoed with the sound of horseshoes striking stone streets, wooden wheels rolling over rough roads, and blacksmiths working day and night to repair wagons and shoe horses. People believed this was simply the way life would always be. No one imagined that a machine could ever replace a horse. The idea sounded ridiculous. Many believed it was impossible, but history has always belonged to the people who refused to accept the impossible. In a small town in Germany, a young engineer named Karl Benz dreamed of something no one else could imagine. He wasn't trying to build a faster carriage. He wanted to eliminate the horse completely. He imagined a machine powered only by an engine, a machine that could move on its own. Friends laughed at him. Investors rejected him. Many people believed he was wasting his life chasing an impossible dream. But Karl Benz refused to give up. Inside his small workshop, he spent countless days designing engines, testing metal parts, fixing broken prototypes, failing again, and starting over. Every failure taught him something new. Every mistake brought him one step closer to history. He believed that one successful invention could change the future forever. And he was right, because what Karl Benz was about to build would forever change transportation, transform cities, connect nations, and create one of the most respected names in history, Mercedes-Benz. But before the world could believe in his invention, Karl Benz first had to prove that a machine could do what every horse had done for thousands of years. And that challenge would change the world forever. In the next chapter, the impossible becomes reality. For many years, the dream of human civilization had always been to move swiftly and effortlessly through the world. It seemed impossible for machines to defy nature and achieve this feat. But in Ibarbowl, a small workshop in Mannheim, Germany, witnessed an incredible moment. Karl Benz, a man with one impossible dream, created a machine that moved without horses. Most people thought it couldn't be done, but history had different plans. With his passion and determination, he took his extraordinary invention on a journey that would change the world. And this invention was called the Benz patent motor wagon. Today, historians recognize it as the world's first true automobile. When Karl started the engine for the very first time at its manufacturing facility, the sound shocked everyone nearby. People gathered around the strange machine in astonishment. Some stared in awe. Others laughed. Many deemed the invention a dangerous toy. Others thought it was simply an experiment meant to fade away. But Karl wasn't trying to impress the crowd. He was proving that the future had arrived. Every successful test gave him more confidence and motivation to create more vehicles. Every meter traveled. It proved that his dream was becoming reality. Yet there was a major problem. Almost nobody wanted to buy it. People admired the inventor's work, but they didn't trust it. Many feared the vehicle would break down and end its journey. Others believed it was simply a strange experiment without future. But Karl's greatest invention was at risk of becoming his greatest failure. It was just when hope seemed to be fading that someone very close to Karl decided to take an extraordinary risk. A decision that would not only save his life's work, but also changed the future of transportation forever. Her name was Bertha Benz, and what she was about to do would become one of the most legendary journeys in history. In the next chapter, one courageous woman displays to the entire world that the automobile is here to stay. And Bertha Benz, the woman who believed in his dreams more than anyone else, was determined to change the course of history. Her journey was about to change the world forever. The world believed that horses would rule the roads forever. But one man refused to accept that future. His name was Karl Friedrich Benz. Born in Germany on November 25, 1844, Karl's life began with hardship. When he was only 2 years old, his father died. leaving his mother to raise him alone. Money was scarce, but her belief in her son never faded. She worked tirelessly to give Karl the education he deserved, believing that one day he would achieve something extraordinary. From an early age, Karl was fascinated by machines. While other children spent their days playing outside, Karl was busy taking apart clocks, tools, and mechanical devices, trying to understand how every gear and every spring worked. To him, every machine was like a puzzle waiting to be solved. As he grew older, his passion for engineering became impossible to ignore. His teachers quickly recognized his exceptional talent in mathematics and mechanics. At just 15 years old, Karl entered the Polytechnic School in Karlsruhe, one of Germany's finest engineering schools. He graduated as a mechanical engineer while still very young. Most graduates dreamed of finding stable jobs. Karl dreamed of changing the world. During the late 19th century, transportation depended almost entirely on horses and steam-powered machines. Steam engines were powerful, but they were far too large and heavy to power a small vehicle. Karl believed there had to be another way. He envisioned a compact engine that could move a vehicle without horses. It was an idea so revolutionary that most people dismissed it as impossible. Investors refused to support him. Friends questioned his decisions. Many people advised him to abandon his dream and find a normal career. But Karl Benz never stopped believing. Every failed experiment became another lesson. Every broken engine brought him one step closer to success. Day after day, night after night, he continued designing, testing, rebuilding, and improving his ideas. He wasn't trying to build a faster carriage. He wasn't simply inventing another machine. He wanted to create something that had never existed before, a machine that can move entirely under its own power. After years of determination, sacrifice, and relentless effort, the impossible was finally within reach. Inside his small workshop, Karl Benz stood only one step away from making history. The world had no idea that transportation was about to change forever. But building the world's first automobile would be far more difficult than anyone could imagine, because the greatest invention in history had not even turned its wheels for the first time. In the next chapter, the world's first automobile is finally born.